Hi, friends. I just watched the latest episode, and I have to be honest, I am so angry I am shaking. The cruelty, the absolute venom that Kody Brown unleashed, it is so much worse than we thought. He is not just rewriting history, he is actively trying to destroy it. He is trying to erase his children, and he is doing it all with a weird, smug look on his face. Right next to Robyn, the whole thing starts with one of the most bizarre scenes I have ever seen. Kody is moving some boxes with his brother, and he's peacocking. That's his word. He's flexing his muscles, acting like he's this big, tough guy. And then Robyn comes over and he starts this performance. It is so fake. It's so forced. He's smelling her. He's making her smell him. He's talking about his stinky body and trying to make it romantic. It is so uncomfortable to watch. And I need you to see this awkward, forced romance, because it's the lie they are using to cover up the poison underneath. This is the life they won. This is the great love story that was worth blowing up a 30-year family for. This weird, cringy, forced flirting while moving boxes. Kody then looks at the camera and tells us that he and Robyn haven't had a romantic getaway. He says they've become battle buddies, not lovers. You guys, this is the man who had a 10-day honeymoon with this woman. This is the man who abandoned his other children and wives for months on end to be with Robyn. And now, with everyone gone, he's complaining that they aren't lovers. It's a performance. This isn't happiness. This isn't a soulmate connection. This is a PR campaign. They are trying to sell us this idea that they are this united, romantic front. They are battle buddies against the whole world, against the ex-wives, against the kids. It's them against everyone. And they are trying so hard to look happy about it. But that happiness is a mask, and that mask is about to slip and show the pure, unfiltered rage that Kody is drowning in. The whole peacocking thing, the weird smelling, it's all a front. It's a desperate attempt to show the world that he is still the king, that he is still desired, that he won. He has been flexing for years. We all saw it. Robyn's own sister wives warned her about it on her honeymoon. This is not new. But now it's different. It's not confident. It's desperate. He is a man who has lost control of his entire narrative. He has lost 13 of his children. He has lost 3 wives. He has lost the respect of the entire audience. All he has left is Robyn. So he has to perform this great love with her. He has to pretend that this was the goal all along. This isolated, angry, bitter life in a $1 million mansion, just the two of them. Battle buddies against the world. He's trying to make his stinky body romantic because he has nothing else left to offer. He has no family. He has no legacy. He just has his bitterness. And that bitterness isn't just about the present. It's so deep, it is actively poisoning his entire past. He is trying to build this new narrative with Robyn. This narrative where they are the victims. They are the lovers who survived the war. They are the only ones who were ever loyal. And to build that new narrative, he has to burn the old one to the ground. He has to convince himself and the world that the last 30 years of his life were a lie, that the family he built was a mistake, and that the wives and children he abandoned, well, they were the problem all along. This isn't just a man moving houses. This is a man trying to erase his own life. So as Kody is sitting there talking to his brother about the divorce, the mask of the happy battle buddy just melts away, and the real Kody is sitting there. And he is oozing with a bitterness that is so toxic, it's hard to watch. He starts talking about Christine leaving. He says he was so angry. He says it made him feel like a victim. He says he was extremely aggressive, and he's not apologizing for it. He's just stating it, and then he says it. He says the one thing that proves everything. The one line that confirms every fear his children have ever had. He's talking about how he still can't talk to Christine. And he says, I still don't want to say her name. I want to forget she existed. And yet, I've got to interact with her kids. I had to rewind it. I was sure I heard him wrong. I've got to interact with her kids. Like it's a chore. Like it's a business transaction. And in that one single moment, he told the world the truth. He doesn't have children. He only has Robyn's children. Did you hear that? Her kids. Not our kids. Not my kids who are struggling. Her kids. He doesn't see them as his own flesh and blood. He doesn't see Truly, or Isabel, or Gwen, or Padden, or Mykelti, or Aspen. He sees them as extensions of Christine. They are the property of the wife who betrayed him. And now, Interacting with them is a punishment he has to endure for her sin. This is the smoking gun. This is the proof. This is why they don't talk to him. This is why they are done. Because he is so consumed with his own narcissistic rage at Christine, he is willing to emotionally abandon his own children. He is willing to go on national television and call them her kids. He is telling them and the whole world that his love for them was conditional. It was conditional on their mother's loyalty to him. And the second she left, his love was gone, but it gets even worse. Because his own brother, sitting right next to him, calls him out, his brother hears it. His brother, who is not even in this mess, hears the cruelty in that line, and he has to correct him. He looks at Kody and says, "They're your kids too." He has to remind a father that his children are his children. And Kody's reaction? Does he look ashamed? Does he say, "Oh my God, you're right, I can't believe I said that"? No, he gets defensive. He waves his hand. He says, yeah. Our kids, he brushes it off. It was not a mistake. It was not a slip of the tongue. It was the truth. And he is annoyed that he got called out for it. He is so deep in his own victim narrative that he cannot even see the cruelty of what he just said. He is the victim. He is the one who is angry. He is the one who has to deal with the fallout. And that fallout includes, in his mind, the burden of having to interact with children who are no longer loyal to him because their mother poisoned them. This isn't just cruelty. This is a confession. He is openly admitting that he is punishing his kids for Christine's freedom. He is so angry that Christine had the audacity to leave him so publicly that he is erasing them. He wants to forget she existed. And if he forgets she existed, he has to forget they exist too. He's angry that she found her own voice. He's angry that his kids have a voice. He is angry that nobody is covering for him anymore. And he's angry that he has to sit there on camera and be confronted with the fact that he is the father who abandoned his family. His brother had to remind him. A virtual stranger to us had to be the one to advocate for those kids. Not Robyn. Robyn sat there silent. She didn't correct him. She didn't say, "Kody, don't say that." She just sat there, his battle buddy, letting him spew this venom. This is the proof of what Janelle and Christine have been saying all along. He sees the family in one way, Team Kody and Robyn and everyone else. And her kids are on the other team. So let's dig into the monologue. Because after Kody's brother corrects him, Kody just doubles down on his victimhood. And he starts this monologue that is so twisted, it's like a masterclass in narcissistic logic. He's trying to explain his anger during the divorce. And he says, "The biggest mistake I made with the divorce, I'm angry. It made me feel like a victim. It was extremely aggressive." Now, a normal person, an accountable person, would follow that up with, "And I regret it. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that." But Kody doesn't do that. He doesn't apologize. He doesn't take accountability. Instead, he justifies it. He twists it. He actually finds a way to blame Christine for his own extremely aggressive behavior. He says, "But I believe that she needed to do that in order to cut. Like rip the Band-Aid off, did you hear that?" He is literally saying Christine needed him to be aggressive. He is blaming her for his own abuse. This is one of the darkest things he has ever said. He is not apologizing. He is saying his aggression was a tool that Christine required to leave. He is rewriting history to make himself the good guy, the one who did the hard thing to help her go. This is pure, unfiltered gaslighting. He is taking his own toxic, out-of-control rage and repackaging it as a favor he did for her. I felt sick listening to it. He is so vindictive. He cannot just admit that he was a monster. He has to find a way to make it her fault, and his brother just sits there and goes, "Yeah, like rip the Band-Aid off." He's validating this nonsense. Kody's logic is so broken. He starts sentences, he doesn't finish them. He's just word salading his way into a narrative where he is the hero of his own failure. He admits that 15 years ago, Christine told him she hated polygamy. And what did he do? He says he just ignored it. He admits he was committed to the concept of polygamy, but not the women. He admits it. He is openly confessing to collecting women like property, and he is still furious that one of his properties walked away, and that anger is the real story. He just keeps coming back to it. He's still so angry. He still can't say her name. He wants to forget she exists. He's consumed by this bitterness. And then, in the very next breath, he talks about Christine. He says, "She's found her soulmate. She is happy as can be, and I want her to be in that space. But if she's really happy, then she really needs to get over whatever happened with us. The hypocrisy is blinding. He is the one who can't stop talking about it. He is the one who is still so angry. He can't even say her name. He is the one using his children as pawns in his emotional war. But she, the one who is actually happy, she's the one who needs to get over it. He is projecting his own sickness onto her. He cannot stand that she is happy while he is miserable. He cannot stand that she is free while he is trapped in this bitter two-person cult with Robyn. He knows he's a hypocrite. He even says it, and he does not care. And he's about to drag Robyn right into the pit with him. This whole monologue is not about reflection. It's about justification. It's about him finding a way to be right. He has to be the victim. He has to be the one who was wronged. And if that means he has to blame Christine for his own aggression, he will. If that means he has to punish his own children, he will. He is so deep in his own vindictiveness that he has lost all touch with reality. He's not just angry. He is rotten with it. So after Kody admits he's a hypocrite for telling Christine to get over it, while he's the one still consumed by rage, he just moves on. He says, I recognize it. He knows. He knows he's a hypocrite, and he says it with a little smirk, and he just does not care. He has zero shame. This is exactly what Mykelti was talking about. She said she needs a mediator to even talk to him because he will never take accountability for anything. And here is the proof. He's openly admitting, yeah, I'm a hypocrite. So what? He's proud of it. He is proud of his bitterness. He's proud of his anger. He feels entitled to it. But then he makes a huge mistake. He's not just speaking for himself anymore. He's been so busy performing this battle buddies narrative with Robyn, he forgets, and he drags her right into the pit of bitterness with him. He says, I'm happy with Robyn, but Robyn and I are still bitter about the failure of this experience. And I need you to hear that. Why are they bitter about the failure? They won. This right here, this is the whole story. Kody and Robyn, the winners, the soulmates, the ones who got exactly what they wanted, are bitter. Why are you bitter, Kody? Why are you bitter, Robyn? You got the monogamy you always pretended you didn't want. You got the giant house. You got all the time, all the resources, all the money. You drove everyone else away. You should be happy. You should be celebrating, but they're not. They are bitter. They're not bitter that the family broke up. They are bitter about the failure. And in their minds, they didn't fail. The experience failed them. Christine failed them by leaving. Janelle failed them by choosing her kids. Mary failed them by, well, just existing. They are bitter because they lost control. They are bitter because Christine has a voice. They are bitter because Janelle's kids have a voice. They are bitter because Christine is happy and in love. And they are battle buddies. Robyn is bitter. That's the part that gets me. She won. She's the last wife standing. And she's bitter. This is the real fallout. It's not just Kody. It is Kody and Robyn. The two of them, isolated in that mansion, just stewing in their anger. They are a two-person cult, united by their shared bitterness over the family they destroyed. They are angry that Christine gets to tell her story. They are angry that they are now the villains. They are angry that the audience isn't buying their victim act anymore, and Robyn is right there with him. She's not the sweet, innocent, crying victim anymore. She's the bitter battle buddy. And she is just as angry as he is that Christine dared to leave and be happy. They are a team, and their team is fueled by pure, unfiltered resentment. This isn't about faith. This isn't about family. This is about ego. And their egos are furious. But their bitterness isn't just about feelings. It's about something much more concrete. It's about the money. Their entire failure narrative is about to crash into reality. Because Kody's anger, his rage at Christine, his bitterness with Robyn, it's all happening as he is being forced to sell the $1 million mansion, the symbol of their win. And Kody is about to expose the real reason why everyone was so angry about that house in the first place. And he's going to use one word that exposes his entire rotten view of women. So Kody is in the middle of this rant about the house. He's furious that he has to move. He's angry at the memory. He's angry at the ex-wives. And he's trying to justify why that $1 million mansion, that symbol of his love for Robyn, caused so much animosity with the family. And then he says it. He exposes the entire rotten core of his belief system. With one single word, he says the other wives couldn't handle that I was willing to fight so much to make sure that Robyn was safely kept. Did you hear that? Kept. He didn't say safe. He didn't say taken care of. He didn't say housed, he said kept. That one word, kept, is not a mistake. It is a confession. And it's the most disgusting, revealing thing he has ever said. Let's be very, very clear about what that word means. You don't keep a wife. You don't keep an equal partner. You keep a mistress. You keep an animal. A kept woman is a woman who is financially supported by a man in exchange for a relationship. It is a transaction. It's the language of prostitution. And he just used it to describe his soulmate. This is the emotional core. This is the why. This is Kody's entire worldview. He doesn't see women as partners. He sees them as assets to be managed. He sees marriage as a transaction. You, the man, provide money, a big house, resources, and safety. And in exchange, the woman gives you loyalty, obedience, sex, and, well, a relationship, and suddenly everything clicks into place. All the little weird moments finally make sense. Remember when Robyn called Kody her best customer for My Sister Wife's Closet? We all thought it was weird, but it's not weird if your marriage is a business. Remember Christine's book, where she talked about having to give Kody hour-long massages and he wouldn't even touch her back? And when she stopped, he ran and told Robyn on her. That wasn't a partnership. That was a service she was no longer willing to perform. Remember Kody's unhinged rants on podcasts about how all women are gold diggers who just want a man's money and security? He was telling us the truth. He believes this. He believes he pays for his wives. And this is why he's so angry. The other wives weren't angry out of jealousy. They were furious that he was taking their money, their equity, Janelle's house, to keep his favorite woman in a mansion. He wasn't just being a bad husband. He was committing financial fraud against them. He was liquidating his other businesses to fund his one successful transaction. He wasn't a patriarch. He was a keeper. And he is furious that his other kept women had the audacity to quit. This is the man. This is the truth. He sees women as property, as transactions. And Christine, Janelle, and Mary broke the deal. They stopped providing the service of loyalty and obedience, so in his mind, they voided the contract. He owed them nothing. Robyn, his kept woman, was the only one holding up her end of the bargain. So she got all the money. It's that simple. It's that ugly. And it is that disgusting. And then he did it. He delivered the final, devastating, unforgivable blow. He's sitting there, talking about moving out of the mansion, and he says he is happy to be leaving. He says he is excited to finally have a Thanksgiving and a Christmas, where he isn't. Poisoned by the memory of the past. Poisoned. Let that word sink into your skin. Poisoned by the memory of the past? What? What is the memory of the past, Kody? It's your children. It's your 13 other children. It's the memory of 30 years of holidays. It's Aspen and Logan and Mike Helty and Hunter and Peden and Garrison and Gabe and Gwen and Isabel and Savannah and Truly. They are the past. They are the memories. And he just called them poison. This is the open wound. This is a father on national television telling his children that their entire lives with him are poison to him. This is the final act of his cruelty. He's not just interacting with her kids like it's a chore. He is actively erasing them. He is telling them and the whole world that their childhoods, their love, their shared moments, all of it is toxic to him. It is a poison he is happy to be rid of. This is why they don't talk to him. This is why they are done. Because this is who he is. He is a man so consumed by his own victimhood, so rotten with bitterness, that he would rather have no children at all than have children who aren't 100% loyal to his bitter, two-person cult. This is what a man does when a transaction fails. He liquidates the assets. The kids were just assets tied to the Christine and Janelle businesses. And in his mind, those businesses failed him. So the assets, the children, they're worthless. They're not just worthless. They're a liability. They're poison. He is punishing his children for their mother's freedom. And he is doing it openly, with Robyn sitting right by his side. He is a vindictive, broken man who is actively trying to destroy the very family he claims he built. He wants to forget Christine existed. And to do that, he has to forget their children existed too. This is the man they all left. And my God, good for them. How does a father ever come back from this? How do those kids watching this ever unhear that? He called his own children poison. I have no words. What did you guys think? I want to hear your reaction to this because I'm disgusted. Drop your opinion in the comments below. Is this the end? Is there any coming back for him after saying this? And if you want to stay here while we keep covering this fallout, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.